thighs for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give what think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm a toucher, but crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I like the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Come on. Hey. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first one.
Walker hitting the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and recoup a little bit.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
On second down, here's Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm trying to go back in.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. He gets it to Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing now is Gino. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
Couldn't do that alpha. When I looked up, it'd be over.
And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
This nigga Ice is so retarded. I guess he got a new phone.
He's been automatic to this point
so
of the
he
season, and he connects
yo.
on the field goal there.
But I ain't know what it was, so I just said, yo, bet. And then he responded and said, who this? I said, nigga, you text me, who this? He said, this Ice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. I said, bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early
on,
Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw on 3rd down, Booker. And had too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Yep.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none 2 plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
I definitely don't. I'm saying I'm gonna win my trump for sure, but where am I supposed to take it?
Now Gino. Complete to Likely. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
They're unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first down carry for Henry. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's nice. That's mean.
Chance to get away there for Smith as
Okay.
he goes down.
Yeah, that's mean. 2
Credit the
niggas.
sack to Von Miller. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
But we also got a block.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Give me a big one. Give me a big one, Cordero.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all the way on just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Here we go. Go, Reed. Go.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive. Booker. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's down to Duvernay. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Booker setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to have a first down and get into field goal range here at the 29. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Come on. Hey. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Booker. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Henry out of the pistol. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And
that'll work right there.
This one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, I wound down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Smith.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 2nd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Booker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
They needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Booker.
That's a pick.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Get the Connie. Get the Connie.
This is scooped up by the 49ers.
Let's go.
He's at the 30. 10.
Yes, sir.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
That's it. That's all it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton from 8 yards out. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to...
And he loses the football a second time. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it. even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's like a freight train.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. It brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
Okay, break. Hey, pass. Back and 60. On the go.
On 2nd and 12, Smith.
Oh,
And
passing
this
the
one
fan.
is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
It has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to the...
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Off play action. Booker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws fortunate. That one wound up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On fourth down, Booker. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Smith going to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it, partner. There's no intent here because Von Miller, former NFL Man of the Year award winner, he likes to play the game the right way. But in this case, makes a mistake and gets in just a little bit too late, and that draws the penalty.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Jesus,
and that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, good. You seen him in person?
Yeah, I'm trying to go
You stopped up there?
I pulled up on here. We're about to go to the gas station right now. But I pulled up on that motherfucker. He's short, boy. I thought he was lying. That motherfucker short. I think he got a good job right now, boy.
Yeah. I needed that one. Make the world mine 'cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of